Chapter 9 Practical Geography Part 1 Maps. Maps are miniature representation of part or whole of the Earth's surface. Geographical features, economic data, population data, etc. can be shown effectively on maps. A globe is a true replica of the Earth, but it cannot be used to show detailed information of a place. Hence, maps are used to show complete information of a part or whole of the Earth's surface. Cartography. Cartography is the art and science of mapping. Maps are basically divided into 1. General and 2. Thematic maps. General maps. These maps are simple maps showing important physical features in an area such as landforms, political boundaries, water, or location of cities. Thematic maps. Thematic maps show different but very specific information about temperature, pressure, rainfall, forest area, sex ratio, etc. Aspects of a map. While reading a map, certain important aspects need to be seen carefully. A. Title. B. Extent. C. Scale. D. Direction. E. Legend. And F. Theme. Map reading. Let us read A. Physical Map of India, General, and B. Sex Ratio of India, Thematic Map. 1. Title. The title of Map A, India Physical. The title of Map B, India Sex Ratio. 2. Extent. Map A. The mainland extends roughly from 8 degrees north to 37 degrees north latitude and 68 degrees east to 97 degrees east longitude. Map B. In this case also, the extent is the same, but latitudes and longitudes are not shown. 3. Scale. The scale shown is linear with both A and B maps of same size. 4. Direction. North direction is shown in both the maps. 5. Legend. Map A. Different shades of color are used to show height in meters from sea level. Map B. Different shades of color are used to show different ranges in sex ratio for the year 2011 in different states. 6. Theme. Map A. This is Physical Map of India, General, showing plains, plateaus, mountains, rivers, etc. as physical features. Map B is a thematic map showing the variation in sex ratio with respect to different states in India. Description: Map A. Physical map of India consists of two important features. A. Landforms. Mountains. The northern part of India has Himalayas with a height of more than 6,000 meters. To the west of India, in Rajasthan, are the Aravalli Range. In the central part of India, in Madhya Pradesh, the Vindhya and Satpura ranges run almost parallel to each other in a west to east direction. Nilgiri and Annamalai hills are seen in the south. The western and eastern Ghats run along the west and east sides of the Deccan Plateau respectively. Plains. In the north, we see Satluj and Ganga plains. In the northeast, there are floodplains of Brahmaputra. In the west, we see Rajasthan desert and marshy land of Rann of Kutch. Plateau. The Deccan Plateau in the south and center of India, where many rivers cut across the plateau. Islands. There are Lakshadweep Islands in the west and Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the east. Chapter 9. Practical Geography. Part 2. B. Rivers. Northern India. Himalayan rivers like Beas and Satluj flow westwards. Brahmaputra flows from east to west in the Assam Valley. Ganga and its tributaries flow eastward. Central India. Rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, and many other small rivers originating in the plateau region flow in the west to east direction. Southern India. Southern India has rivers like Krishna, Kaveri, Tungabhadra, etc. Western India. Sabarmati, Narmada, and Tapi are the major rivers in the west. Map B. Sex Ratio 2011. Map B shows the sex ratio of each state in India according to 2011 census. The various shades, also represented in the legend, are used to represent different ranges of females per 1,000 males. Kerala has the highest sex ratio of 1,084 and Haryana has the lowest sex ratio of 877. Chandigarh, Delhi, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu have a very low sex ratio. Puducherry has a sex ratio of 1038. Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Goa, and Tamil Nadu have higher sex ratios than the northern states of Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, and Haryana, which have sex ratios between 801 to 900. Uttar Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra have a sex ratio of 901 to 950. Statistical diagram. Statistical diagrams represent statistical data related to any theme in 1, 2, 3 or more dimensional diagrams. These can be of two types. A. One-dimensional diagram. Many points joined together to form a line making a one-dimensional diagram. Examples of one-dimensional diagram are line graph and bar graph. Line graph. This is a one-dimensional diagram showing two elements with time usually on x-axis and population or any other factor on y-axis. It is useful in expressing the trend in values over a period of time, such as population growth, industrial growth, profit, etc. Method. Select the scale according to the highest and lowest values and plot the points on the graph paper with reference to the values on x and y variables. The points are then joined with a smooth curve. Give various aspects of map like title, legend, etc. Simple bar graph. This is also a one-dimensional diagram, also called pillar diagram or column graph, which finds its utility when variations in the values represented are small. In this case, pillars are plotted instead of points. Although the width of the bar is not specific, the height of the bar is proportional to the value of the element. The bar diagram is useful for comparative study of elements of various regions, example, agricultural production, industrial production, population of various regions, etc. B. Two-dimensional diagrams. A number of lines put together close to each other will form a two-dimensional diagram. Example, circle diagram, square diagram, wheel diagram, pie diagram, and divided rectangle diagram. Divided rectangle. In this diagram, a rectangle is divided proportionately to represent sub-factors of any data. The total area of a rectangle is taken as 100% and the subdivisions represent the percentage of each sub-factor. Each subunit depicted in the rectangle has a separate identity and hence each one is shaded separately. A legend is given to understand the diagram easily. This diagram is used for presenting land pattern, crops, industrial output, etc. Divided circle or pie diagram. This is also a two-dimensional diagram. The circle is divided into different sectors. A circle has 360 degrees which are divided according to the sectors given. To calculate angle of the sector, the following formula is used. Angle of the sector is equal to sector data divided by total data multiplied by 360 degrees. This method is useful in showing population data like male or female, workers or non-workers, age composition, etc.